a rail, but he has no armor, and he's caught here. He does pop up CZM, but there it is, Chance killing himself. Lack of armor really hurting him there. He's able to fall in on the Mega. But here he's got to be very careful about this rail pickup. CZM looking the opposite way, and Chance missing the easiest rail to end it. CZM had his back completely turned, and Chance hits nothing but air. So, still 1-0. CZM is up. Chance finally hitting a rail gun to knock down a bit of that stack CZM's been collecting over the last minute.
And CZM's been able to get behind Chance a couple times here, but oh, here come the Rockets. CZM now down to 21, back up to 46 health, but there's the rail right through the bars and is going to be picking up 2-0. And the timing of that is going to be such that he can reap a mega health at the end of it. So right now, Chance trying to set up a play here at Red Armor. CZM just going barrel forward with his lightning gun in order to secure a third frag. That is going to leave Red Armor up. He's going to be a little bit weak on the health. Chance knows it, wants to push in, and actually cornered here.
There we go.
CZM's going to be taken down. So not exactly a decision error there, but just the way the play worked out and the item timing, it made the situation kind of awkward for both players. But Chance is back on the board, 3-1.
Yeah, and I'm going to switch over to the CZM cam in just a few seconds. I wanted to see if Chance could secure that frag. He finally did. He is on the board. And, you know, I have to say, though, 4 minutes burned away. Ooh. Beautiful midair, denying the red. That was a mistake by Chance to go for that. He really wasn't in any position. Going over to CZM's point of view as he picks up the red. 47 health, Mega not for a long while, but defensively, did he keep Chance from getting the rail? Yes, he did. So, that's actually a pretty huge deal. And you can see him just kind of camping out here. Nades are not going to connect at all. Switch up to the shotgun with
nades.
Nothing.
Try nade.
Yeah.
Counted one there. That really looked like a throwaway frag at that point, and yeah. I think Chance might be getting a little bit concerned here. We're almost halfway through. It's only 6-1, which on Arrow Walk is not a hefty sum to be ahead by. But what's it going to take from Chance to really pull this thing back together? CZM right now spamming off everything right now. He's expecting
CZM's
Chance
doing a great
everywhere.
job.
Yeah,
it's the railgun, and CZM is trying to control it the best he can. I think maybe Chance has finally gotten it. Yeah, he has. We do hear the red armor picked up. Chance, of course, gets the green and Mega, but the LG is eating Chance alive. He's locked down here. CZM going to try to follow up and get the yellow. The yellow is going to keep him alive after taking a rocket to the face. Chance thinking that CZM is weaker than he is, hoping he can finish the kill there. Almost gets it done, but I'm wondering the switch up from shotgun, two shotgun from Rocket might have been a little bit of a mistake there, not realizing how much of a sustenance that yellow armor would have been for CZM. 6-1 is the scoreline as we've passed the halfway point. CZM again looking for the shot from the bars. He's going to press in, and he's been able to dodge the rail that would have killed him. So his Mega will be his reward. He hears Chance screaming in pain.
And Chance knows that CZM is fairly weak at that point too, so he made a gamble, and at this point we're going to see probably a lot of chances taken by Chance just in order to maybe close this thing up as the time ticks down, but that will not be his opportunity. And actually I would venture to say that CZM is looking a little more lax on Arrow Walk than we've come to expect.
Yeah. He's not, well, I think it's part of how he's dealing with Chance's style. Chance can be extremely aggressive, and so I think the way that CZM's trying to play this is trying to, as defensively as it is possible, which is not very, he's trying to deny Chance a rail whenever he can, whenever it's a good opportunity to do so. He'll go down here. But he also is not trying to force himself into any serious situations unless he knows he can win them. So it's a very almost passive style, which is very weird to see on Arrowwalk, but as much as it is possible to see it, we are seeing it here now.
There was a potential turning point there. Chance was able to get away with that Mega with a bit of it intact, and even though it's all been burned off now, that shifts the amount of stack back away from CZM's opportunity here. Chance has an ability here to get in on this red armor, but it might be a fight that, well, it's going to be very risky for him, but he's going to go in for it. No retaliation damage from CZM here. And Chance,
that's because CZM's got 15 health.
Yeah, well,
that's a nice nade to the temple. Actually, he steps over one of his own.
Whoopsie. So 4
Alrighty,
frags, 2 minutes 40 seconds. This is Chance's opportunity to get
Yeah,
back
we gotta
into
switch
this.
over
He
to
knows
him.
that he's going to try to go
Evade.
forward. CZM is going to try to play defensively here with a bit of grenades, spamming off a lot at red armor, but it's not going to be coming anywhere near down the stairs enough in order to be much of a big deal to Chance. But now, I mean, can Chance find CZM? Can he really put the pressure on? That is the major question here. The 4 frags need to come from somewhere, and Chance needs to find a way to go aggressive at this.
He's taking so much damage before this Mega.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was an opportunity for Chance. He's going to press in now, but I mean that, you know, he took so much damage just before Mega. He will have red, but you can see the momentum now. You know, with red in hand, he should be able to get some momentum going. He's going to press in, but he's not getting the kill. Oh, finally he gets it. CZM trying to duck and run. Oh, this is actually a really big deal to get this spawn frag. It's now a 2-frag game. We're going to stick with Chance's point of view because he has 2 minutes to make a comeback here. And, oh, he's found CZM with a rail in the ass. Did that throw the CZM off of the jump for the red? Yes, it did. 5 health. And that will be frag number 5 for Chance and Mega and Red right off the spawn, and this may be an undoing moment for the Crazy Man. 1 frag up, Chance is on the warpath, and you can see the change in his step. The momentum I was hoping to see, a rocket to the wall, yeah, shoot that wall. And but you know, you can really see how things have changed here. The momentum, the movement for Chance. He knows it's just 1 frag to make it all happen. The lightning gun launching Chance through the air, and the red armor will be his. But here's the thing, Mega will be the item to fight for. Chance having to move a weird angle in on it. He shows up in time. It's taken by CZM, and that is enough for CZM to defend himself, just barely. Chance had everything. It was all about that moment, and the way that Chance approached the Mega, he was trying to not get caught in the corner. But it meant that he had to aggressively jump into CZM's rockets, and it all fell apart from there. Man, that will...
there was a good minute of latency there between Chance stepping up the pace and CZM kind of catching back up with it. Some of those frags earlier were actually a little surprising to me as CZM had his back turned the whole time, and he was just kind of slow-footing it around the map. And that gave Chance an immense opportunity to get in on this. But, yeah, like you said, I mean, that one play at Mega Health defined everything about the last minute of this game. And there we have it. It's not going to be a landslide, though, and I think you said earlier that if Chance doesn't lose this by a huge amount, that could give him some major hope going into the next map. And I think we're going to see that situation arise for sure.
I mean, I want to predict tied maps, but on the other hand, CZM... Wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm confusing him with 0-4. Let's see, CZM on Blood Run will do extremely well, but I know that Chance will be a lot more comfortable. So, you know, Chance, we've seen him have some of his best play on the Blood Run. Typically, you know, we'd see him be very strong with the railgun. I'm expecting to see that. His lightning gun can kind of be his backup weapon. But for me, I'm curious to see how are his rockets going to land. Okay, where's the spam going to come from? How is that going to come together for him? Because that to me is going to be kind of the critical separation that he's going to have to keep, you know, at the pro level. You know, if he lets his rocket aim dip, I think that CZM will have some opportunities here to deal with Chance. Absolutely. Now, let's talk a little bit about the groups. We haven't really talked about Group A, which is Vu, CZM, Chance, and Destruct. Okay, we've already seen a little bit out of Destruct. We've seen a little bit out of Vu. Wait, have we seen Vu today? Hang on.
First match, yep.
Yeah, that's right. And yeah. Chance versus Vu, of course. And yeah, Destruct versus CZM being what it was. I mean, I think a lot of people can't necessarily say who's going to win this group. Because Vu, a guy who played a fair amount of Quake Live, did a bit of duels. He was part of the Intel Extreme Masters Season 4 American Championships. But, and he was also one of the very few players to topple Rafa at least take a map away from Rafa, although I don't think he ultimately... Actually, wait, yeah, maybe he did. It's a year ago, guys. But anyway, Vu was the one guy to really give Rafa any sort of worry in the early stages of the American qualifiers. But just really quickly, Vu in the qualifying stages, he took down Fiend, Hang, and Galisac. So I'm a little bit concerned when he has to face off against some of the top-notch players. See how he'll do. Same thing for Chance, though. I think that'll be kind of a telling tale. Still waiting on these guys to find free buttons. Oh, there it is. It's like they heard me.
Oh, yeah.
My voice carries to New York, apparently. And I'm going to take us away on ZTN. Chance versus CZM. Both from Evil Geniuses. And both on the run here. And CZM with red. Very nice. But he also has a rocket launcher landing on the LG of Chance. That's a very risky maneuver. And CZM hits his nice button. Chance getting away with 1 armor, full health. And it's going to be doubling back for a rocket launcher, which he needs desperately in his next fight. So, red is the next item up. Of any real consequence, this yellow armor is going to help Chance maybe fight for it to do damage here. The shot comes, and it's late and low. So that's actually a big deal. We're going to hop over to CZM's point of view and watch Jahar. I'm loving some CZM action here on CTN.
Absolutely, with CZM dropping back down off of red. I mean, he's holding on to mid position very, very strongly now. He's less concerned about Mega at this point than he is about stacking up on armor, which is going to be a battle of attrition for him. But here we have red back up. It's going to be a fight for it. Here comes Chance back through the teleporter in order to make that fight happen. CZM might be having to give it up, and that's actually rather big since Mega's still a whole 10 seconds away. And CZM taking that rail there, he might have to suffice with something else.
Oh, there it is.
Chance, making sure that CZM has no chance to get back in on the fight for the item. So Chance taking away Mega red armor and a frag, but also taking a rocket to the face here from CZM. A shot like that could go a long way towards helping CZM get some semblance of control back here, but it's not going to be happening right now. He's not going to have weapons. He's not going to have a stack for it.
The armor skill is very nice.
And he's got to stay away, but oh, coming back around the corner. Surprise, surprise. Chance will be landing in another beautiful rocket and sending CZM packing with 30 health.
Well, and just talking about, say, Airwalk versus this map, we're seeing CZM out of control here. And Chance, for the first time in this matchup, really, has been able to catch CZM off guard. And, oh my goodness, I have a beautiful woman handing me water and food. All right. Thank you, Nikki. We are tied for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. And, man.
Nice rail. Very nice rail. One more off the drop down, also denying yellow armor away from Chance. And look at these. Now we have CZM really starting to turn things up right now. 75% railgun accuracy so far. We're going to see that attenuate downward as the match continues. We're just a couple minutes into this, but over the last 30 seconds, that rail has completely turned this thing back around. And it seems just seconds ago we were talking about CZM not being in control. This is going to give it to him. He's got Mega. Yeah. We've got yellow coming up. We've got red coming up in 5 seconds. He's going to be coming to it from the top. And if Chance wants to make an attack happen, CZM's going to be in the perfect place to negate that completely. And look at that. He's even going for the damage first, knowing that that's going to burn off time and close the distance between Mega and red. There we have it. That means Mega's going to be coming up next, and then red is going to be just a few short seconds after. CZM has timed this out perfectly.
Yeah, and he's even managed to get the plasma yellow armor and the lower portal yellow. Yeah, I mean, it's really, CCM's the guy that can literally time every single item on the map. I think it's like 6 is usually what he can time.
But there's the blitzkrieg play. Chance knows that he has to make a shot for it. And look at that, 2 rails. Drops CZM down to 38 health. This is turned around in a split second. That rocket jump was everything for Chance. Yeah. And all of that control, well, the stack is gone anyway. CZM's going to be able to pick up...
yeah, we've reset.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was an unexpected rocket jump. I think that CZM was expecting Chance to rocket jump out of the situation to survive, but instead did a little juke maneuver and stole away that red. He does go down, so 3-1 is the score, but really impressive play from Chance. It at least ended the what could have been a very potential lockdown of the items. He's back in time for red a little bit early and just eats tons and